The podcast celestial being, Adam22, recently had some ejaculacious words for his archnemesis Joe Budden, also known as our spiritual podfather, and his recent argument with Ish. Let's listen to the melodious ruminations of Adam22, possibly conceived during a spiritual awakening.
Real pent-up anger towards Joe about the fact that Joe even had his ex-girl in the same spot as him. And his fury is unleashed on the microphone. And the extent to which nobody in the room seems to take it serious that he's so upset and that Joe is just basically clowning him the whole time. Like, I don't know. Like, this is a dude, Ish, who's trying to start a war with me, who's trying to, like, smear my name and say this, that, and the other thing, calling me a piece of shit and everything. It brought me so much joy realizing that nobody in that room has any respect for him and did not give a about him raising his voice, and they're all basically laughing at him. Like, if you guys are going to be just trying to start beefs and stuff and trying to call out goated podcasters like Adam22, you're going to need a little bit of team camaraderie. You're going to have to stick together, because you can't just give me such an easy, obvious piece of content that makes you look like a bozo. Ish, if that is your real name. So, I don't know.
So is he bozo-ish or is he a bozo?
Oh, he's full bozo. Yeah, 100%.
No, I'm saying bozo-ish. Like, you know, somebody could be bozo-ish. Like, yes, he's like kind of clownish.
Yeah.
If you in the room and somebody is treating like that, that evidently shows you're not an alpha at all.
I think Joe did not pipe her. He probably had the option on the table that he could have smashed his old girl.
Joe go?
Joe was
Don't
Joe
go. He probably didn't want to go.
He got options.
Joe,
He probably didn't want to dig in there.
Joe said he didn't entertain her like that because he said he could have popped this chick if he wanted to pop his chick. He was trying to be like modest at first because he was like, Ish was on there bragging about him not giving a fuck about the if he break up with the anybody can have her. Da, 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 da. He like, that's crazy you say that because you was tripping about your ex being at my house or something.
The best part is that mid rant when Ish is like fully in his emotional bag, he's just super upset. Joe says, "Why are you not thanking me for not her?" Which is like, that really put things into perspective of who has control over this scenario.
But Ish wasn't tripping though. I felt Ish too though. I can't.
In the grand narrative of podcasting, amidst the whirlwinds of verbal acrobatics and linguistic gymnastics, a recent altercation between the titan of No Jumper, Adam22, and his co-host on the No Jumper podcast reached a crescendo that resonated through the corridors of digital discourse. This latest feud emerges as a satirical symphony, a harmonious blend of controversy and camaraderie that echoes the thunderous clash of titans from eras past. As the digital airwaves quivered with anticipation, the saga unfolds with Joe Budden, a mercurial figure in the podcasting cosmos, embroiled in a tempestuous argument with his co-host Ish on the Joe Budden podcast. Enter Adam22, towering behind the microphone on the No Jumper podcast, unleashing a tempest of pent-up ire directed at Joe for dragging his ex-girlfriend into their quarrel. The resonance of Adam's fervor resonates through the digital realm as he accuses Joe of orchestrating a war to besmirch his reputation through name-calling and insinuations. Amidst the rhetorical rhapsody, the spectacle is heightened by the collective mirth that envelopes the room as the spectators reject Joe's outbursts, revealing a vivid tableau where the emperor's new clothes are, in fact, laughter-invoking garments. Adam, the conductor of this melodious mayhem, opines that Joe's conduct during the verbal fracas exposes a dearth of both respect and fraternal bonds within his podcasting platoon. To challenge worthy adversaries like Adam22, one must forge a united front, impervious to the silent call of easy ridicule. Adam, in his inimitable style, ventures into the realm of conjecture, postulating on the enigmatic motives that underpin Joe's actions. He ponders whether Joe's virtue of abstaining from a tryst with Adam's former paramour might stem from an esoteric modesty or other inexplicable rationales. However, in this linguistic labyrinth, Adam contends that Joe's actions of parading his ex through the hallowed halls of Adam's abode signify a regrettably waning aura of alpha attributes. A climactic moment reverberates in the transcript, as Joe confrontationally demands why Adam fails to extend gratitude for Joe's celibate restraint. The pendulum of power swings into stark relief, highlighting the intricate dynamics between these podcasting potentates. Yet, within Adam's lexicon, a tempest brews, a tempest that swirls with conflicting currents of truth and tumult. In this raucous rhetoric, a modern-day verbal jousting match, Adam22's voice echoes, projecting his profound reflections. A complex weave of sentiments shrouds his stance, a chiaroscuro blend of validation and vexation, admiration and admonishment. The digital realm gazes on, transfixed by this Shakespearean drama of syllables and sentences, a tale where podcasting prowess and ego collide in a tumultuous tango. In the exalted realm of podcasting, the complex interplay of power dynamics and personal entanglements forms an intricate tapestry that often determines the trajectory of these modern-day oracles. The commingling of these forces, akin to a whirlwind waltz in the cosmic ballroom, can either propel podcasters to the pinnacle of success or cast them into the abyss of obscurity. This discourse seeks to unearth the profundities of this phenomenon and offer perspicacious insights into navigating these treacherous waters with sagacity and grace. Podcasters, like celestial orators of the digital age, wield an intangible power. This power manifests not in the corporeal form, but in the resonance of their words that echoes through the virtual corridors of the global village. However, as the adage goes, with great power comes great responsibility, and therein lies the nexus of power dynamics. The ability to sway minds and ignite conversations bestows a semblance of authority upon podcasters. Yet, when wielded injudiciously or with an overabundance of hubris, this power can metamorphose into an albatross that impedes growth. Personal conflicts, those tempestuous squalls of emotion and disagreement, often become the unseen specters that hover behind the microphone. A discordant note in the harmonious symphony of discourse, these conflicts can seep into the auditory ethers, alienating audiences and casting aspersions upon the credibility of the podcaster. Such conflicts, when permitted to fester like unattended wounds, can cascade into a cascading avalanche of detriments that erode not only the podcaster's reputation but also their passion. To traverse these perilous waters with the elegance of a gazelle, podcasters must cultivate an ethos of transparency and self-awareness. Embracing humility in the face of their power and influence can dilute the toxic elixir of ego that often clouds judgment. It is imperative to acknowledge the asymmetrical nature of power dynamics and endeavor to utilize it judiciously, refraining from sowing seeds of divisiveness or manipulation. Resolving personal conflicts demands a balletic blend of assertiveness and empathy. Engaging in open dialogues, void of acrimony, can unravel the tangled threads of disagreement and pave the way for catharsis. Moreover, the wisdom of listening, akin to the sage who contemplates the cosmos, can foster understanding and demonstrate respect for differing viewpoints. In the pantheon of podcasting luminaries, those who have navigated these churning currents with aplomb often possess a demeanor reminiscent of serene rivers. They acknowledge the potency of power dynamics without succumbing to its intoxicating allure. Their conflicts, if they arise, are addressed with a judicious blend of pragmatism and compassion, ensuring that the podcast's compass remains aligned with its true north. In the panorama of podcasting history, this chapter etches its indelible mark, a tapestry woven with the threads of Adam22's resonant rage and Joe's rhetorical retorts. As the digital chronicles continue to unfold, we are left to ponder the implications of camaraderie in this virtual amphitheater of verbal vendettas. The clash between Adam22 and Joe Budden stands as a testament to the multifaceted nature of human interaction, where camaraderie and conflict interlace in an intricate dance across the annals of podcasting lore.